Hi. I wish I had the energy and time to create a masterpiece worthy of the request that I have. But I'm exhausted and I have run out of energy and resources. I have a very rare disease and I don't have really any very tangible insurance coverage. I am on an HMO that's known for denying people until they die. And they don't want to approve a CAT scan because they say it's very expensive. What's really expensive is to find out if the reason that I can't eat food without basically throwing up within 24 hours because it can't process is because maybe I have a tumor in my stomach or something of that nature, which would explain the immense amount of pain that I'm in. I didn't know this could happen in this country, but it is happening. So, I don't know what I can do. Stephen Colbert made this hilarious and very true statement, which was that some people think that you should have a job so you can have insurance, so that if you get sick, you can go to the doctor. But what if you're too sick to have a job, and so you don't really have good insurance, and you can't go to the doctor so that you can get better so you can go get a job? I think that was the same episode in which he pointed out a possible job as a water fountain monitor, which I would like to say I would be incredibly good at. I love the sound of running water, and besides having to exercise pretty intensely and pretty obsessively, I spend a lot of time snuggling in blankets. So we could put an elliptical next to the water fountain, and I could exercise and monitor it, and then we could put a tiny little mini sofa and I could sleep there. Or you guys could help me raise funds to cover my living expenses for a year. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I started running out of money to cover my treatments that I was doing, and the oncologists started being denied, and they're like $1,000 an hour. So I stopped doing some of the treatments that I was doing and have been still just bleeding money because this disease is extremely expensive, and I need help. I need a safe home that is non-toxic, and which means made hopefully with less toxic, building materials, and that's very clean. Those tend to be very expensive. I'm actually right now living in a green certified hotel because I had moved into an apartment that I was very allergic to. So I'm pretty vulnerable, and this is a really complex situation. And I don't have the energy. I don't know what to do. Right now, I'm making videos instead of exercising, which is very bad for my body. I've actually been swelling up. I gained 3 pounds sitting here, which shouldn't be possible, but it is. I can go from being very, very tiny to gaining 20 pounds in less than 4 days if I don't work out, and that's incredibly painful, by the way. There's a lot of pressure on the organs and the skin, and it just hurts. I like a lot of sci-fi and comic books and alternate reality ideas, and so I like to pretend that all this pain is really due to the fact that I'm a superhero, and I'm not sure what my superpower is, except for I have this metamorphic ability to, within actually like an hour, I can go from this size to this size. Ta-da! It's amazing. I should marry a man that likes variety. But, so I spend a lot of time exercising to get the water to come down. And then I also drink a lot of juices because I can't actually process food normally. And to drink juices, just like mostly liquid diet, is around $2,000 a month, just by itself. For a rent for a place that I can actually live is around $4,500, $4,200 to $4,500, and then to get treatments on top of that. So that's just basic living to keep me alive. And without those things, I end up being very, very ill, and my organs start not being able to function properly, and I get a lot sicker. And my doctor told me that most people don't live to the stage that I'm in, but I keep recovering. I have this indomitable will to live. And it's so ironic, because what I want to do with my life is to be able to help other people. And to need so much makes me feel guilty, and so it's taken me so long to ask for help. But friends of mine have said that I should start a donation site, and they've said that they want to do a charity fundraiser for me, which would be awesome. I think doing an internship with Stephen Colbert would be freaking amazing, but I don't know if he needs an adorable and slightly swelly chick around. I don't know. Maybe Ellen DeGeneres needs somebody. I don't know. All these creative, phenomenal people. God, I wish that I wasn't dying. I wish that I had more time. Because maybe one day I would get good enough at some sort of art form that I love, that I could be able to even meet and hang out with people like that. I started writing as a result of actually these crazy fever dreams of a dying girl. And I had really intense dreams about love, actually. It's kind of wild that Cloud Atlas came out, because it mimics this this idea that my heart felt, that our lives are interconnected. And part of my lucid dreams was that I was married at one time to someone I loved so very much, and then I guess I died and came back into my body here, and then I was trying to tell him that I was here, but it was kind of like time travel. It's like I had all these memories of the future and things that have yet to come, but I was in a body that was still ill, and I hadn't met him yet. At any rate, so I started writing these fever dreams, these stories, and I like it. It's a good creative expression. I don't know, maybe I should hang out with Joss Whedon and maybe he could turn that into something. But other than that, I don't know what I have to offer. I'm a really good person. I've spent a really, really long time working on myself as a person, because when all this started, I realized that you can't just be beautiful on the outside, and that Maseratis don't matter as much as being able to help a person. And I realized I wanted to change the world, and not to say anything bad about Maseratis. They're gorgeous, like, oh God, gorgeous. But I personally, if I was given $300,000, like if all my medical bills were covered, all my treatments, all the alternative care things, the juices, my housing, if all this stuff was just magically taken care of, and I was given $300,000 or millions of dollars, I would use it to go help other people, because I think that we can actually change this world by doing good things for good people. And I think that it would motivate others to start realizing that it's not just about this material physical world. There's something so much more here, and it matters how we treat each other. And I have, since I was probably 5 years old, wanted to start a charity that was based on kind of the idea of pay it forward, but like a secret Santa, going around and doing really good things for really good people. And yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to finish writing my stories. Um, I'd like to be able to make love to a husband, not just a husband, my husband. I'd like a husband in this lifetime, please. um, hmm. There's so much that I want to do. Please help me. Please help me raise the money that I need to treat this body so that I don't have to leave it. I love being here. I want to stay alive. And I have a hard time asking for as much money as it takes to keep me alive, because I know there are so many people that need in this world, and they don't need as much as me. And why should you fight to save me? But I asked my best friend that one day, and he said, because you would fight to save other people. And it's true.